Right, let's just check our channel here and make sure everything is working okay. Make sure we have audio and video settings. So my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is safe and well. My friends, we're going to show off a new mod here. Well, it's an updated mod, I think is a more accurate description of what we have. So you may have known my game Steam obviously has the John Deere Lanz 710 mod out on his official website, mods.mygamesteam.com, and probably available from the usual quote unquote dodgy websites as well. So basically, a few weeks ago he put out version 1.1 of this particular mod. And since then, myself and my games team have been working on version 1.002. So this, my friends, will be I guess it's going to be the final version of this particular mod. We kind of feel that we have brought it as far as we can in terms of, adding things to the original, Giants mod and options and new equipment and new features, that type of thing. But yeah, we're this is going to be version 1.002. It's going to be the final version. So I'm going to kind of take you through the new additions, what's changed since the previous version, that type of thing. So we're going to kind of go through the kind of the mod description or the text of the mod here, because there are a few little things that are different. File size is obviously increased. It's about 18.2 megabytes because things have been added. So we have new equipment, new front loader tools that come with the pack. We get a bale grabber, we get a silage fork, a bale grabber and a silage fork, right? So yeah, but in addition to that, the front loader tools have new options as well. So we've added kind of things to the front loader tools as well. So we have two new pieces of equipment and updated kind of options. So I'm going to take you through the change log here, and we have some special notes as well for people to kind of read and take note of. This is based on kind of feedback and what I personally saw from reviewers and that type of thing. So changelog 1.002 notes. Please use a rear weight when using front loader tools. So that's 1,000 kilograms plus. That's kind of essential. It's a very small tractor. It needs a lot of rear weight mass at the back on the ass end of the tractor to be able to, move around bales and that type of thing or whatever, pallets and whatever. So yeah, most definitely put a rear weight on the back. Now, so another thing I kind of spotted as well was in certain mod reviews, they missed some of the shop options. And I think the reason was that certain shop options are hidden, but can be made visible when you alter the options of other things. For example, so the text says here, certain shop options are hidden until another shop option is enabled. For example, the front weight option, or the new weight will be visible. So when you select the front weight on the front of the tractor, you have to go down the menu of the shop options, and then a new option will appear for, old or new weight type. So you can change the weight to an older design or a newer design. Another example is some of the cabin options. You'll have different mirror configurations for different cabin options. So we have a text here. We have different mirror options are only visible when certain cabin options are enabled. Right. So we have the kind of the meat and bones of the this update. So we have revisions to XML and mod description, fixed text parse error, added beacon light options, added additional color options, brand decal option rebuilt from scratch. I'm going to explain that one when we get into the game. Rear connection hoses option rebuilt from scratch. I'll explain that one. Added additional configuration options. Added toolbox option. Added silage fork and bale grabber. Added US warning sign option. Added seat color options. So that's 1.002 there. Now the list, we didn't necessarily. For example, in 1.001, there's a big list, but I think we added too much text here. It kind of described every little tiny little thing that was changed. So In 1.2 we decided to to make it the list a little bit less, instead of describing every little minor detail that's been changed. But I'll go through it in the shop anyways, and on the mod itself. And as you go down, and there's been we've added some credits as well to the so there is a credit section here down here. So we've added some other names to the credits section on the mod as well. So we're going to start up the game. So I've kind of had this pre-saved. It's this Elm Creek base game. I've kind of stripped out some mods as well. We may or may not take the opportunity to look at some other mods as well, because there was some mods on the mod up today that were kind of interesting. So yeah, the last number of weeks we've been working on this. I mean, at any one time we're working on multiple projects. My game team has his own stuff that he works on, and then I kind of have my own, let's say, farming related mods. He does a lot of stuff that I necessarily wouldn't be interested in, like cars and that type of thing. But so yeah, we have something kind of specific coming up for the Platinum DLC, but we're not going to get too much into that for now. So I think what we'll do is we'll look at the tunes. Right? So we have 5 implements that come with the tractor here, right? Okay. So 3 of these are the same, and you've seen them in 1.01. But we have 2 new items, but we've swapped up the options. So basically, the bale fork here, we've made a few little adjustments. You have your your color options, that type of thing. So you can change the kind of the spikes and then the kind of the main body, so main color and design color. We've added a new option here to the shovel. Right, so we've added a decal option, as you can see here on the sides. So the John Deere logo in black. Now the reason we chose black was, I'll actually show you this. Watch this, right? So if you go down to the color options, right, and you were to select yellow, right? Normally those John Deere decals are in yellow, right? So obviously if you had a decal, you would have yellow on yellow, which means that the decal would be invisible. You wouldn't be able to see it, So that's the reason why we chose to make the decal here black, right? So you can still get that visibility, and you're able to see it on all of the options. That's obviously a darker color, but you can still see it. So that's kind of why we chose to make decal, kind of a black color. So yeah, a decal option. Does it cost any money? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we have. So this mod here is actually by a modder called Mac Knight G. All right. So he kind of gave us permission for this. It's a modified version of the base game Stole bale fork from FS19, but he's modified it, and he added things to it and that type of thing. So one of the things he did in his original mod one, he had decals, right? But in what we chose to do originally was leave off the decals, right? So that was our personal choice. But what we've decided to do now is, in the new update, we've re-added or added back in the decals, but we have it as an option, right? So yeah, you can put the John Deere decals on this now. So you can see there, look, that's it's kind of the yellow and black. So if I go here, look, so see the way he has it designed there, you can actually see the decal. You know what I mean? Because it has a black background on yellow, so you can actually see it. So yeah, you have the decals there. You have decals on the back as well. So basically, and you have a VIN plate on this as well. So yeah, you can turn on or off the decals. And there was a function on this particular thing that I hadn't noticed was there before. I'm going to show that off to you as well. So these are the 2 new implements here. Okay, this is the Silage Fork. It holds 1,000 liters. Okay, so you can brand decals. So you can add so it's a John Deere logo, once again in black, right, for that kind of visibility and transparency. You can obviously change up the main color and design color to whatever you want. Right. So this one here, you can change it to metallic or galvanized or whatever you want, basically. We'll just leave it on metallic. So yeah, main color and design color. Okay, so that's that one there. It holds your standard stuff, silage fork, hay, grass, straw, manure, um, the usual stuff that you'd expect. So this is a bale grab. This is a base game mod from Farming Simulator 19. This is a stole, not a stole bale grab. So we've updated it to 22. We've So my game Steam converted it from 19 to 22, and he's added a new sound scheme and that type of thing. So it actually has a when you open and close the bale grabs, you'll get sound and that type of thing. Greetings from Serbia. How are you? How are things? Mixa, I'll just call you Mixa. Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate that. So once again, we have decal options. So we took off the original stole, the original stole decals, and we put them with John Deere. Look, right. So once again in black, and you can swap up the colors as well. Look. So whatever you like, basically. That's kind of a nice color there. So that's gray old. So you can gray newer, gray old. It's kind of just leave it like that, right? Okay. So yeah, five implements for your front loader. What is your nationality? I am Irish, sir. I am Ireland, from Ireland, Limerick in Ireland, west coast of Ireland. Right. So this is the obviously the John Deere Lanz 710. So this is 1.2 of the tractor. So I'm going to kind of take you through the new options, that type of thing. What's changed from 1.1? Right. So here's your mod here. Okay. All right. So configurations. So I'm going to point out here. So you have standard. You have a 560 kilogram front weight, 760 kilogram, 1010 kilogram. Okay. So if you want to change the weight from an old or new design, you have to go to the bottom of the menu here, and you have to find front weight design. So as you can see here, it says new design, and then you have the old design. So that's kind of the older style weights, from John Deere weights. So you have it like that, okay? All right. Now you go back up to the top, okay? And now you can configure the weight of this thing. So it's 1,010 kilograms at the moment. You can go to 760, 560, and then standard. And then the other option, obviously, is the front loader attacher. Okay, right. So one of the things that we've changed with the front loader attacher from the previous 1.1 is we've taken off the John Deere decal on the front loader that was there by default. It's now a shop option, right? So when you select front loader, there's no John Deere decal on this, okay? So you go back down the list, okay, and you find your front loader decal, which says no or yes. So that's kind of that there, as you can see, look. So you can add it or subtract it depending on your mood, If you don't like it, you don't want it, So that's a new shop option that's been added there for the front loader attacher. Do I love Russia? We're not going to be getting into any kind of political debate there, I'm afraid, my friend. So, I'm not going to make any commentary regarding, Russia or whatever, or getting into politics. We are purely here, my friend, to show off a mod for Farming Simulator 19. So, what else do we have? So, right, we have the front loader. Now we'll go to the wheel options. Okay, so the wheel options have not changed whatsoever from 1.1. They're the same in 1.2 as they were in 1.1, but I'll take you through it. So you have the BKT tires, you have standard, wide tires, rear twins, okay, narrow tires, rear narrow twins, okay, rear narrow twins, and then we have wheel weights. So then we go through a second set of options. So look at the front tire here, right? So that's the kind of the first design. Here's the second design. See the wheel change? Look, it's a different design on the front. Okay, and then what you do then is you basically go through the same options once again, and then you have a third tire type, right? So this is standard 3. So you can see the difference there between 2 and 3. Look on the front wheel. Okay. So in 3, then you go through the same sequence once again, right? And then you go back to standard, right? So the wheel options are identical from 1.1. We have Midas, okay? We have wide, and then wide plus weights, right? So that's that one there, okay? Redstein, so you can see the Redstein tower here, right? It's a little bit bigger, as you can see, So in Redstein we get standard. We have standard 2, which changes the front wheel. So I'll show you that again. Standard 2, and then wide tires, which is a completely different design. Watch. See that? Look, totally different. So that's wide tires, Redstein. Okay. The next option then is Nokian, which has a very a different tire thread as well. So you can see that one there. Do I know any other language than English or Irish? I don't even know my own language, my friend. So yeah, I don't even speak the native tongue of Ireland, which is Irish. I can only speak English, I'm afraid. So yeah, I do apologize. It is an English-only stream, unfortunately. So yeah, Nokian tires. Right, so that's kind of all the wheel options. We'll go for BKT, and we're going to go with, let me see, we're going to go for the third front weight or front wheel option with twin wheels, okay? So cabin options. So we've made some changes to the cabin options here as well. So we have a roll bar. Now some of these will be the same as version 1.1. We have a few new things added to it, so I'll take you through it. So the roll bar, and we have a beacon light. Okay, so that was kind of requested, the beacon light option. So you have that now. Roll bar with lights. This option has changed as well. So we've adjusted the kind of the light, that comes out of the color of the lights that comes out of these rear lights, so to match the front lights. I'll show you that option when we get into it. So we have your soft top, okay. You have your hard top, and you have a hard top with beacon lights, so that's a new option there. So you have roll bar 2, you have roll bar 3, which is new, and you have roll bar 4. So basically you have 2 new roll bars that have been added, okay. Roll bar 4 is new, and roll bar 3 is new. And all the other options are mostly the same, but we've added some beacon light options, okay. So we're going to get that. I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. Warning signs. These are identical to 1.1. There's nothing new. You have different warning sign options, okay. So you've got like 4 different choices. You've got the triangle. You have a square warning, another square, different design, and then you have a round 25 km/h warning sign. Let's go with that one, or that one maybe. Hood ornament, so nothing has changed here. Shop option here, you can put the little John Deere hood ornament thingy on the front. Okay. Front fenders, again, nothing has changed here, but you do have your options. You have none with fender extension or nothing. So you auxiliary seats are identical to 1.1 as well. Left, right, both, or left, right with speed sign, both, and then with the 25 speed sign. So you have those options there. So once you select the roll bar option, okay, you will get a prompt down below here for mirrors, right? So you get your left mirror, your right mirror, or your both, okay, or none, right? So that's kind of an option that you get with certain cabin options. Let me show you what you get. So with the soft top, you get different cabin light options. Sorry, it's English only, please. English only. So with the soft top and the hard top, you get a different mirror option. As you can see there, look, it's a different design. Okay, and then with the roll bar, so certain options have mirror options. Okay. Now I kind of spotted something there. So in roll bar 3, there are no mirror options. In roll bar 4, there are no mirror options. Now, I wonder will I change that or leave it alone? So in roll bar, you get mirrors. With the beacon light, you have mirrors. With the light, you have mirrors. With the soft top, you have a different design mirrors. And then that one as well. So yeah, there are roll bar 2 has mirrors. So roll bar 3 and roll bar 4 have no mirror options. So I'm just wondering, should I add that to the XML to put that in there? I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking just to swap things up, I might just leave the way it is. You know, you don't have to have mirror options in every option. You know what I mean? You can just turn them on and off, I guess. I don't know. I look at that once I get out of the once I'm in the stream. I may or may not add the mirror options to the roll bar 4 and roll bar 3. We'll have to wait and see. So what am I going to do again? So I'm going to select that one. So what else we have? We have the exhaust option, which is same as 1.1. So you have the upper exhaust, and then you have the stock. So that's what the standard design would be. And then you have the upper exhaust option here. Okay. The brand decal, we've completely rebuilt the brand decal option from scratch. It's completely different now. So we've redesigned it, and it has many more object changes than the version 1.1. For example, when you select John Deere Lanz here, so the top here changes. Look, so you can actually see the design change here. Right? So that changes on the top, but also you can see on the battery. So watch the battery here. Okay, see there's two little red pieces. Right, that changes to yellow. Okay, on the back. Okay, so there's a little chain. There's a little chain here that changes color as well. We've put like different material types on this thing, so it actually visibly looks different. Over here on the side, you can actually see other object changes as well. All right. So the object change for John Deere and John Deere Lanz has been rebuilt from scratch. And we did that on purpose because we wanted to make it different to, would say, the FMB modding version. You know, we wanted to make it, it's the same kind of idea, but we rebuilt it from scratch and done our own thing with it. So they're not, you know, we're not copying kind of the, the FMB version per se. We're creating our own version of it. Same idea, but just the, a different implementation, So that's that one. So the engine setup is identical to 1.1. We have stock and tuned, okay? Once again, you have your mirror option. So this mirror option, again, this will only appear once you select certain cabin options. So you have left, right, both, and then none, okay? So just to be aware of that. Rear fenders, again, same as 1.1. So these are kind of an extended fender option, okay? Mud flaps, so you can see here at the back. So you have an option here. You can change it from painted to rubber. So that's an object change there, okay? Light types, so we've basically you can change this from halogen to xenon. So halogen would be your kind of your old style, the kind of the yellow color that you'd see on old tractors or old cars, the xenon yellow color. Halogen would be your halogen would be your more kind of yellow color. Xenon would be your more recent kind of LED white color. I guess it would be kind of a bluish white, I'm sure if you're driving down the road at night times and you see an oncoming car, you'll see that kind of bluish white tint in the lights, that type of thing. So that's what the xenon is. Connection hoses. So one of the things we did here, we rebuilt the connection hoses option from scratch. That was deliberate, that was intentional. And we have it's completely different implementation, different design, rebuilt and redesigned from in Blender from scratch. So that's the new design there. Okay, well, I'll show you that once we get into the game, but it is totally different. Extremity lights, a new option here. I'm going to show you this one. So just give me a second there, guys. Let me just get out of that one there. So yeah, the extremity lights is a brand new option that we have added. Basically, these are the kind of the rear US warning kind of sign thingies. So you can see them there, look. Okay. So these are a brand new addition to the mod. Okay. And we'll kind of get into it. I'll show you there kind of how it's designed. So you can add them on and off. These are hazards. They also act as, your hazard lights. I'll show you once we get into the game. But yeah, that's a brand new option that we've added. Though that's for the kind of the American players. Toolbox is a brand new option as well. So we have a toolbox option. So you can kind of add a toolbox, yes or no. Okay, so it's on the side there, as you can see, look. Okay. Once again, the front loader decal is a new option. So you can turn that on and off. So that option will only appear once you select front loader tools from the top of the menu. Okay. So I can actually show you that. So if I go up here to the top and select standard, I go back down to the bottom. It's no longer there, as you can see, look. So the menu option disappears. So, certain options are visible or invisible depending on, what options you select. So if I go back down again, the front loader decal then is visible. Okay. Color options. Nothing really has changed here in terms of the color options, but I'll take it kind of through it. So I can kind of show you what you can change. Hub color options. So you can change the color of your hubs here. Roof color options. So obviously if you select the roof option, you will get these colors available. Okay. Rim color options. Should be kind of self-explanatory. So you can change the rim color. Rear fender extension. So you can change that from plastic to rubber. So these here, the fender extension. You can actually change the material type from plastic to rubber. Okay. So a brand new option here is seat color option. So we have multiple new color options on the seat. And you can change up the color to various ones. We have black and all sorts of grey colors, different shades of grey. We've got white and, different shades of black and that type of thing. So yeah, you have multiple choices, multiple color options there. Whatever takes your fancy, really, And that's kind of it for that one there. So that's all of the options. Okay, we're going to take it through the mod now. So yeah, there's a huge amount of options, available. It's definitely one of the most extensive mods in terms of options. So we're going to take a look at the log. Okay, so that's important. You always have to check your log to make sure it's error-free. So we're going to scroll up the log and make sure that everything is nice and clean. We don't want any warnings or errors. And if, obviously, if there is something here, we will get it fixed before we release the mod publicly. This is just a preview. So that warning there is from the base game map. That has nothing to do with the mod. That's been there since the game came out. Giants still have not fixed it. And for whatever reason, it's only on Elm Creek. It's not on any other map. I don't know why. But Giants, it's only a warning. It doesn't really matter. But, you would imagine that Giants would fix that by now, So go up to the top of the log here. So yeah, the log is clean. There are no errors in the log, which is what you want to see in a mod. Obviously, you have to test the mod in-game to make sure that it is working okay and everything. So I just want to go down to the end of the log again here. So this mod is exhaust extension enabled. And the scripting for that is baked into the mod as well. So exhaust extension is on the official mod hub. So there's the end of the log there. You can actually see it. It says info successfully added exhaust extension particle system to 1 nodes of vehicle John Deere Lanz 710 tuned. So that's kind of how you know that it's kind of working. So yeah, here is your new these are kind of US warning sign thingies, right? So it's connected underneath here. Look, so the part here goes into the body frame of the vehicle, right? Goes along, goes up here. It's actually bolted to the frame as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there are you can kind of see it there. It's bolted onto the frame. There are 4 little bolts kind of holding it in place, right? And you have this light here, right? So obviously, when you can put on the blinkies. So that's kind of what it's designed for. As you can see here, look, the blinkies, right? And you have there as well. Okay, so that's when it's attached to. These are, you know, more like these are essentially US warning signs. You know, you'll see them on various harvesters and tractors. You know, so that was requested by people. So as you can see there. So I'm just going to turn off the engine again. Okay. So watch the we have functioning dashboard lights. Red light comes on. Okay. Your hazard lights. So that one there, look. And then the center blue light is your lights. 1, 2, 3. So I want to show you the lights here. Right, so you can see there, right? So the basically you have the front lights and you have the rear work lights, right? So in version 1.1, the front lights had kind of the halogen yellow color, but the rear lights had your xenon, white color. So we've changed up the lights basically. So the color now matches front and back, basically. You know what I mean? It's you know, if you choose halogen, which is kind of a yellow light, you'll have that yellow tint light on the front and the rear. Obviously, if you select the xenon version, right, you'll have that bluish white light on the front and the rear. So we've changed up the lights to make them, you know, match basically. Okay. So hopefully I've explained that one. So you have your hazards, look. Okay, and they reflect, and there's light emitted from them and everything. There are collisions as well on these. Okay, so look, you can see there, I jump off the building. We added collisions. That was important, that there are collisions on these warning signs. Right? So obviously, if you crash into something, you're going to get caught in it. They're not going to just magically go through it. So just be aware of that. There are collisions on these warning signs, and that was an intentional decision. Okay. Gonna see there, look, I'm stuck on this thing, look. So that's the collision on these extremity warning lights. Okay, so that's that. Right, let me get another version. So we have noticed an error. I'm going to show you it, but it's going to be fixed before the public release. So in the roll bar with beacon light, okay, so we have a beacon light in this, okay. I spotted something earlier today when I was testing this mod. I'll show you what's going on. Now, it'll be fixed before the public release, but you know, I want to make you aware of it. So normally with a beacon light, you know, you would see the light reflecting on the building there, right? So, and I can even show you if I get another version, right? Let me get another version. So let me get that version. So this is a base game light, right? Now watch what happens in this one. So you can see the difference. Look, so this mod here is the light isn't reflecting on this one. So yeah, we have to that'll be fixed before the public release. Not quite sure how that happened, but you know, we're aware of it and we'll get it fixed. It's going to be an easy fix. It's not something difficult, you know. But yeah, this was a prefab. This particular light here was a prefab from Farming Simulator 19. I converted it myself. So obviously when I did it, I did a piss poor job because, you know, the bloody thing doesn't reflect off the buildings. But yeah, my games thing he's already on it basically. He'll do the conversion himself and he'll fix that. So yeah, that's kind of that one there. So what else do we have? No. So we'll go with the front loader. So I want to show you the connection hoses next, okay? And I want to show you the kind of the John Deere Lanz versus the other one. Let me see here. So we made a lot of changes in terms of the hydraulic hoses. We rebuilt the hydraulic hoses options here from scratch. Well, my games team did in Blender. So it's a totally different design from, I would say, version 1.1. We basically removed the old version and we created our own version from scratch in Blender. Okay. So for the John Deere Lanz kind of option here, right? So I would say the top of here changes design and color. The would see the what you call this, the battery box. So the it's yellow here. So and the other one is red. You can see it there. Look. So that one is. See, that one is red. Look. So that one is red and that one is yellow. So we've changed that, right? At the back there, here we have some other changes as well. Where is it? So we have we've made some design changes here on the back. So there's a little chain here. We changed the color of the chain, and there's a little ring piece. We changed it to a brass color. So there are very minor little kind of object changes that we made to the John Deere Lanz option. You know, as I said, we wanted to make it visually different and a different implementation to the FBM modding version. You know, they had a similar idea. So what we did was we implemented that kind of idea differently. So I'm going to show you the connection hoses as well, because I'm going to have to test that. So when you hook up the hoses here, there are 4 connection points, hydraulic points. We also swapped up the order of them as well. So you can see there, look. So you have your 4 hydraulic connector points, and then we have the tubes then running into the tractor. So this is a shop option. If you don't think that's realistic, this kind of option, the hydraulic hoses, you can turn that on and off. There's obviously your electrical connector here, which is kind of base game standard thing. So that's for people who kind of want that. As I said, we rebuilt that connection hoses option from scratch. I'm going to show you some of the front loader tubes now. So once again, I strongly advise people to make sure that they have a rear weight attached when using tools like this, because this is what happens. Basically, it's a very, very small tractor, and there's a lot of weight on that front loader and with the implement on it as well. So that's not a bug or anything, that's just a weight related issue. So that was why you have to put on a rear weight. It's essential. So if I get the John Deere here. Stick it on the back. Okay. Now you can go and get your silage bales. So silage is one of the heaviest in the game. So this is a round bale grabber, obviously. Okay. So we've added, so this is a conversion that my game team did from 22 to 19, or from 19 to 22. So we've added these kind of sound scheme for these bale grabbers. So there are sounds associated with the opening and closing of these implements. So it should be a lot more stable now, as you can see, look. So you can see the difference now in the vehicle once you have that rear weight on. If I take off the rear weight, bam, she can't carry the weight. So once again, that is not a mod issue, that is just a weight issue. It's nothing to do with the mod. Okay. And anyone who's used, front loader tools will understand and recognize this kind of issue. You're dealing with a very, very small tractor in the 1960s. It's not really designed to be carrying huge loads. So one of the things I missed in my in version 1.1, I didn't know this was even a feature. You can actually move the forks in and out in this thing. I didn't realize that you could do that. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is a mod. So he modified the base game stole pallet fork from FS19. He converted it to 22 and kind of did his own thing. But he very kindly gave us permission to use his mod in our pack. So very thankful to Mac Knight G for allowing us to use his mod. Thank you, sir. We have the bucket, obviously. So this holds 400 litres. There are collisions on everything. Okay, so all the implement front loader tools have collisions. And we made some minor other little adjustments. Do you want to say something? Do I want to say something? As far as I know, I'm talking away. Sounds like you want to say something. As long as it's not politics, you can say anything you like. So yeah, this is the other implement here, my friends. This is the Silage Fork. Okay. Holds 1,000 litres. Alright. I don't really need to demonstrate this off. You guys know what to expect. If you use the Silage Fork, you know what the deal is. Collisions, of course, and everything. See all the connection types there. So yeah. So all these have been tested and everything. Made sure that everything works. The collisions, the i3D files. We've gone over everything and make sure they're all fine and properly converted to 22 and sound schemes in place and that type of thing. So that is kind of the that is version 1.2 of the John Deere Lanz 710. While it may not seem that it may not seem that substantial of an update, there are a lot of things that we did under the hood and a lot of fine-tuning that took a lot of time. There are other things that we did that I'm not necessarily showing because they're kind of they're Blender work and i3D work and XML work, kind of the under the hood type of things, just to improve the mod overall, just to make it better. So, and they're not necessarily, things you'll instantly see. Like these connection hoses are obviously different. These things here are obviously different, the beacon lights would be different, you know. But there are a lot of kind of fine-tuning things and under the hood things that we've done and changed to kind of, you know, to make it a better mod, you know. So hopefully, you know, people will be pleased with the new version of the mod. As I say, it does have Simple IC, my friends. So if you do have Simple IC, which is a PC-only mod, you can take off the engine hood here, put it back on. Okay. Obviously, if you go to the tractor, you can see the engine spinning and that type of thing. So if do we have another tractor type? Let me get rid of some mods here. Let me just delete all of these, and I'll show you the other one. So if I get another cabin option on this thing, so if we get the soft top version, okay, so we get more kind of Simple IC functions. So once again, if you have Simple IC, you can put up or down the front windscreen here. Look, sounds associated with that. That's Simple IC. You have the put that down again. You have the wiper here, so the wiper is animated. Okay. Obviously, that will be automatic once you turn the, you know, during, you know, if it's raining, so that wiper will come on automatically. Okay. And that's your kind of your soft top version. So there are multiple, you know, cabin options, roll bar options, that type of things. And yeah, it's a big improvement over the kind of the base game Giants mod. You know, they put out for Farmcon. It's put a lot of work into this mod. We're very, very proud of it, happy of it. And you know, we put our heart and soul into this thing to try and make it the absolute best mod that it could be, you know. So that is basically kind of it for the John Deere Lanz. So hopefully My Games team will have this mod out on his official website, which is mods.mygamesteam.com. Hopefully tomorrow, Saturday. That's what we're shooting for. Obviously, we do need to get the beacon light fixed, and yeah, but you know, we'll have everything ready for hopefully for tomorrow. And you'll be able to download the mod, as with all of My Games team's mods, you know. And that is kind of it, my friends. You know, that is the version 1.2 of the John Deere Lanz 710. I think there's been some nice updates done to the mod overall, you know. So we're going to go just look at something different. A new mod out in the mod hub today, the AgroLiner pack. I've stripped it down kind of just the way I wanted it. This is one of my favorite trailers in FS19. For whatever reason, it wasn't in FS22. Don't know why, because it was a base game mod in FS19. But anyways, you know, we have the AgroLiner TDK302. So I prefer this one because this is the I don't know. There's another version. Excuse me. There's another version of this with a kind of a what you call it, kind of a wonky swivel bloody axle. I don't know what they call that thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This bloody thing. See the way they see this thing here at the front. So this thing is a nightmare to reverse because of the you know, the design of the chassis and that type of thing. So I absolutely hate that thing. Yeah, it was one of my favorite mods in 19. So we now have it for 22. And, you know, I'm assuming that he's converted this with all these sound schemes and that type of thing. So we have Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Bredstein. So not a huge selection of tires, you know. But they're fine, I guess. So So we get no kind of white tires. I would have expected white tires on this thing, to be honest. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Redstein. So we have design. We can change it. You can change the kind of the decal color here. Look, so you can change it to off. Design is, or yeah, kind of the original, and then white is kind of two options you can have there. Look, I prefer the original design myself, but they are kind of different. Extension colors, you can change up the colors in this thing. Okay, so you can change that. The main color, so we'll just go for outrageous colors. Pink, cover color, purple, rim color. You know, you get the idea there, my friends. You get the idea. I'm surprised that I didn't. So you see the red chassis, you know, see the red frame. I would have thought he would have added that as a color option as well, you know, instead of just being red, that you could just change the color to whatever you want. That should have been easy to add. I wonder why he didn't add that. Anyways, it is a, and then you have kind of the larger version of this thing. So this is 21,000 liters, right? And this is 37.5. So this is the larger version. There's been lots and lots of modified versions of these mods in 19. Loads of them. Same kind of wheel options here. You know, the options are kind of, you know, very basic, you know. I kind of prefer the original colors. Let's get a tractor. I don't know what's appropriate, my friends. What do you like? I don't know. It's about 8R is probably too big. Get a medium tractor. Get the Deutz-Fahr. Something different, look. Ooh. Do like the warrior design there. That's nice. Look at that shit, look. Very nice. Yeah, that is a nice design in the warrior. With standard wheel weights, white tires plus weights. Get those LED blinkies. Look on the Deutz here. So yeah, they're quite different in terms of their physical size, obviously. So my guess is he's fully updated this to FS22 standards, so the sound schemes and everything for the you know, the loading and unloading sounds are all implemented. You have your license plates and everything, so it's probably created new normals and new B masks and everything on this thing. Take off the top of this thing. Okay. We are going to enable our help window. So we are now going to fill this trailer up. Fill you, we're gonna go with grass. Yeah. I want to see how this thing, you know, empties and that type of thing. The sounds and everything with it. So yeah, they've got the FS22 sound scheme enabled. So you can see this when you cool. Awesome. Very much like that. That is awesome. So yeah, we've got the brand new sound scheme. You can change it to the grain door as well. I will fill it up again and see what it sounds like with the grain door. Love the sounds of this thing. That's awesome. Love it. Yeah, really, really good sounds on there. One of the biggest improvements in 22 is the sounds. Absolutely. Yeah. Sounds are just so much better in 22 than they were in 19. That is cool. That's that one. That works fine. Yeah. So this trailer here, the TDK302. So this was my go-to trailer in 19. I just thought it was just the price to performance ratio was just good all round, you know. I'm gonna fill it with stones, you know what? Yeah, let's fill it with stones. Let's take it down to the whatchamacallit, the crusher. And we'll select. So you can do tip side right, grain door, back, left, and right. Very nice. Okay, that's going to be handy. I wonder how it's going to work with the grain door left and right. The stone crusher down here. Let's see what happens on this. So we need to select. Is it right or left? I don't know. Looks like it's left. Oh, right, it just goes this way. Oh, cool. Oh, not too close to the thingy there. That's processing there. Wow, so 21,000 liters of stones, and I got like $2,000. It's crazy. So stupid. I mean, no wonder no one does bloody stones. So let's fill it again. There you go. Those are kind of the so they're on the mod hub for all platforms, so console and PC. Now I kind of made my own pack. I took out one of them, but there are 3 in total. So yeah, you should definitely check out those AgriLiner pack, I think it's called. So there's like 3 mods in a pack. So you definitely check them out. They're good trailers, you know. Obviously they were the base game trailers in 19, I believe. Right, what else do we have? I want to take a look at the mounted bucket. There was another mod that I saw. I don't know what this mod is like. So this is some kind of mounted bucket. I don't know much about this, to be perfectly honest with you. You can change the colors on this thing. Look. Alright, so that's kind of the way it is there. I'm not familiar with this mod, to be perfectly honest. You need to get a front loader too. So what's this? This should be enough. Let's see what this is like here. That's not I'm not getting anything there. What is going on here? This is for it's not for freaking it's not for a telehandler, is it? I thought this was a front loader bucket. Either, look. What the hell? So is it a telehandler bucket? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it's a 3-point. Oh shit me. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. So it's a 3-point thingy that radio. And the so the old hoses and everything connect up in this thing, look. So when you yeah, cool. Alrighty then. So you can obviously move it up and down. And you can move it in and out, shake it all about. That is not bad, not bad. I kind of like that one. I wonder if there's any errors in the log in this thing. I haven't looked at this yet. Yeah, looks clean to me. No errors in the log in this thing, so that's cool. Kind of what you want to see in a mod. Okay, so that's that. Let's go pick up some material with this. There you go. So you got 1,000 liters. So yeah, you know, a bucket like this would have its uses. You know, if you didn't have access to a front loader, you know, there may be legitimate reasons why you might want to use something like this. You know, so you can kind of put it down and then you can kind of put it out like that. Cleaning animals, especially, you know. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know where this originally came from. So it was on one of the quote-unquote dodgy websites. I kind of like the look of it. I don't know where it originally came from, whether it was an FS19 mod or whatever. No idea. So that's kind of that one. What else do we have? So I downloaded a bunch of ModHub harvesters. These are all various New Holland harvesters. And they're all kind of the same, really. Let's get rid of some mods first, I think. Just kind of clean the place up a little bit. This out here. There we go. So we need to convert this field now into something else. So I'm using the Easy Development Console. This is a PC only mod. So we have our field now done, obviously. Right. So let's take a look at some of these harvesters. So which one came out today? There was a mod that came out today. I don't remember what it was. I think it was this one here. The TX590, 490, and TC590. We get this New Holland CR IntelliSense. I don't know what any of these bloody things are. Uh, 17,400 liters. Jesus Christ. 23,000 holy buckets. 23,000 liters on that bad boy. Holy Toledo. Woo. It's too bloody big, that thing. So this came out today. We got this, what's this, a 6-meter header, the Superflex 20F. And then we get these 3 harvesters. So we get the 490, which is 7,750 liters, 7,750 liters. So this is the smallest harvester. This one here, 223 horsepower, 400 liters of diesel, 110 of def, 26 mph, which is very nice. That's a fast speed. 6,050 liters, so that's a lot actually. Wide tires plus weights. Transport and weight, I don't know what that means. Oh, we get a crawler track. Very nice. Crawlers with weights. So we get some nice wheel options in this thing. Look. White tires plus weights. Transport. Transport plus weights. Twin wheels. Twin wheels and weights. And then a freaking crawler track. Very nice. Windows design 1, design 2. So this is a window tint. Change the color of the glass. Additional monitors. So that's probably in cab. You can see if they're been added. Look. What else we have here? So we have so this is 26 mph and this is 24. Why is it faster? 7,750 liters. This one. Then we get this one as well. Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg, Bridgestone, Lizard. Crawler tracks again with weights. Same kind of window options, and then the monitor option. And now they all kind of look the same to me. So we have a 223 horsepower, 272, and that one is 272. So what's the difference between the TC and the TX590? Why are they different? What makes them different, I wonder? Because they sure as hell look identical. So I'm gonna just go with that one there, just to see what this thing is like. Oh, that is bad driving right there. On the harvester, we have a straw swap. Pipe out. Oh, I think the difference is one has a longer pipe. As far as I know, that's the difference. The TX is a longer pipe or something. Yeah, these are kind of older style harvesters. We do have grass on the ground up here somewhere. Or did it take it away? I don't know. Did it remove the grass? Looks like it did. Let's see what it looks like inside. So hire an AI worker there. Let's take a look inside the cab. So the displays there work, as you can see. So the key is animated. You can see that, look. So the lights come on the joystick. Everything kind of turns on up there. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, that comes on as well. Very nice. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. See worse than that. Not too shabby. So what the hell is this one? The CX870 to 890. So we get capacities in this thing. 9,500, 11,500, 12,500. Okay, so yeah, different capacity versions basically. Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, Continental. You get crawler tracks standard. So you have different years. You have a 2021 version, and then you have a version from 2001 to 2020. So there's kind of different colors there, as you can see. Look. Interesting. Whatever you kind of like. So this is another one. This is a T5. This is 175 horsepower. The TC570, the 580, the 590. So the three versions. We have a 5200, 6400, and 6400. 175 horsepower, 227 and 258. Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Bridgestone. Standard and white tires, narrow tires, white tires. Trying to see if there's anything with the crawler traps pipe lighting. So we have standard, pipe lighting, 360 lighting. I don't know what that means. Then we have the header as well. So these are basically just different New Holland harvester mods. There's quite a number of these kind of say lower spec models on the mod hub. I just want to take a look at them, see what they were like. That pipe out is like. It's quite a short pipe in this one. As you can see, it's not very large. Why is that inverted? Shouldn't those blades be on the bottom? Why is that on the top? What am I missing here? What the hell is this? Is this supposed to be like this? I thought these were supposed to be on the bottom. Am I wrong about this? Blue thumbs up. Oh, crap, I'm blocking my harvesters. Fred, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, sir. Rolling all over my frickin' crops. Oh shit, he just stopped for no reason. Oh crap, god damn it. So yeah, these harvesters are available on the official model. They should be off for all platforms as well. No, I just kind of fancied just taking a look at some of the New Holland harvesters that were available. It's kind of smaller harvesters. I normally wouldn't use these kind of equipment. So why has he stopped? For some reason this guy has just stopped. I don't know. So am I going to get the pipe in, I wonder? But it will. Oh, he's full, that's right. Okay. Go. So yeah, that's kind of a very, very brief look at some of these kind of older style New Holland harvesters that are available on the mod hub. There are others, you know, there's like, I downloaded a bunch of them. There's the New Holland CR IntelliSense, New Holland CX8 series, the New Holland TC5 series. We have the New Holland TX32. We have the PAC New Holland TX590, 490, and TC590. And then you have some heads as well. Various harvester headers and that type of thing. You have this one here as well, look. So there's a number of these mods available on the mod hub. If one was so inclined to download them and check them out. Right, so that's kind of it for me, my friends. I don't have too much more to show off to you guys. So the kind of the primary function and purpose of the stream here today was to show off the John Deere Lanz 710 version 1.2. Okay, My Game Steam mod will hopefully be available tomorrow from the usual websites. Mods.mygamesteam.com and the usual other various mod websites. PC only mod, it's not for console. Simple IC recommended, so that is a PC only mod. Exhaust extension recommended, which is also a PC only mod. And yeah, that will hopefully be available for everybody tomorrow. Want you guys go check that out. If you want to go back to the start of the video, I did a full rundown of all of the various configurations and specs. So you can see there's an absolute shit ton here, look. Got the largest selections of options of any mod out there. Look at all those options, my friends. Look at that, look. We don't mess around when it comes to options. Holy buckets, that's a lot. Right, so my friends, we're going to end the stream there. I'm going to say thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully that you found something interesting or entertaining or informative, whatever, in that particular stream. We've been going now for nearly 90 minutes. I think that's probably a good time to call it. So my friends, until the next stream, we're going to say thank you all very much for tuning in. And God willing, we shall see you again in the next time, for the next one. But for right now,